Well, congratulations, gentlemen, both for your teams making the final. James, the win over South Australia would have been a bit of a nervous time after the performance of the team after Christmas. Just happy to make the final, but B, to host and a bonus.
Yeah, we probably should have sewn up home final rights a bit earlier than we did, but we knew we just had to put one good game at home together, and thankfully a few boys produced and got 6 points.
And Ricky, I know we're joking with Jackson about the food poisoning that struck the team before that game against WA, but it was an important game for you guys as well. It must have been very nervous times leading into that one.
Yeah, it's fair to say we had a few distractions leading into the last game. We had a few boys in hospital up until the morning of the game, so yeah, we were scraping around trying to find enough guys to take the field down there, but no, we got through the game particularly well last week. It was a great win, and as Ed spoke about, we've played well for a number of weeks in a row now, so we're excited about our chances up here this week.
And that says a lot about the squad, doesn't it, to be able to overcome that and beat the competition leaders at that stage comprehensively?
Absolutely, yeah, and if you look at the guys that are away on national duties as well, it's our depth really was tested last week. The guys came through with shining colours, so a few of the boys back for this game this week, a few of our key players back, so yeah, all heading in the right direction.
And what about the Bulls, James? Are you comfortable with the way the team performed last week and confident heading into Friday?
Yeah, our bowling attack was very good, as it has been all year. We got Ben Cuttings, I assume, going to be fully fit, so we'll have to make a decision on the side tomorrow or Friday morning. And yeah, we've been going okay. Like, we started off the season with a bang, obviously 5 wins in a row, and then we thought at the time the break for the Big Bash was going to be good. And in hindsight, which is a wonderful thing, it was poor for us and we came out struggling, but we started to get a few things in place last week, which has set us up pretty well for this week, I think.
Were there any doubts at any stage?
I'd like to say no, but yeah, going into last week there was a doubt that we were going to win our first 5 games and miss out on the final. But the boys played well last week. Ryan Harris bowled well, all the bowlers bowled well, and Joey Burns continued doing what he's doing, and it's going to be a nice wicket out there, I think, looking out there. I can't imagine it's going to be the green seamer that we normally have for shooting.
You don't think so, Ricky? What do you think it might look like?
I hope it is. We've just been talking, Ed and I have just been sitting there talking about hoping it rains for as long as possible leading into Friday. But as I said to the boys, Kevin's got a pretty good idea of what he's doing with cricket pitches up here. So yeah, it could be a good toss to win on Friday.
You've achieved everything there is to achieve in the game. What does this mean to you Friday?
No, there's a couple of things overachieved, and that's winning a title for Tasmania. And we got tantalising. We posted a couple of weeks ago in Adelaide, but we weren't quite good enough to get over the line. And I played in one Shield final before, which was with a vastly different group of players than what is together here at the moment. It was sort of a totally different culture back then around Tasmanian cricket as well. And a few of the boys sitting at the table over there have been lucky enough to play in 1 or 2 Shield final wins. So we've got a bit of experience on our side there. So. You know, there's never a great time to be dropped from the Australian cricket team, but the time that I got dropped to come back and play a Ryobi Cup final, and then the last couple of Shield games when we were up near the top of the table, things are going pretty well. So I'm looking forward to the challenge this week of hopefully being good enough to get across the line.
And you're hitting it well too?
Last couple of weeks have been good, yeah. Been lucky enough to bat on a couple of good wickets in Adelaide there, and last week was Hobart. You know what you're going to get down there, but we played those conditions particularly well last week, and you know, the boys are in good spirits and in good shape going into this game.
Well, while Tasmania have Ricky back, James, you're fortunate enough to have Ryan Harris here as well, who's been terrific every time he's played for the Bulls.
Has been, and against South Australia was no exception really. You know he's going okay when he decides to have a few overs, but he wants to come around the wicket and just try and hit people. And he did that a few times last week, and I think the good thing about playing the final up here is, regardless of what Kevy does with the pitch, you're going to have a result at the end of it. Like, we got 900 against Victoria and still won with 2 and a bit sessions to go. So I think come the end of 5 days there is going to be a winner. I can't imagine there's going to be a draw in it.
What does it mean to you to captain Queensland in the Shield final at home?
It means a lot, actually. We've been trying for the last few years to get a home final. We always ended up playing in Victoria all the years except last year. So for the group, for Buff to come up in his first year and gel the boys together the way it has, and for us to get out of the blocks the way we did, which is what we targeted at the start of the year. If we could just get off to a good start, well, we knew we were going to be a long way in front, so we were playing a lot of games at home, and we did that. But it's a big chance to lead Queensland at home to a Shield win, and hopefully the boys are up for it on Friday.
Ricky, is it when you've been away with the Australian side and you've seen Tasmania win Shields in the last couple of years and a bit of mixed emotions there, seeing your mates winning something that you would dearly love to do yourself?
Oh, absolutely mixed emotions, yeah. You know, if there's a negative with playing as much cricket for Australia as I have over the years, it's the fact that I haven't been able to spend more time around the Tasmanian team and with some of the success that the guys have had, but more importantly just to be around a lot of the younger guys coming through Tasmanian cricket. I mean, that's part and parcel now playing international sport, but I guarantee if you ask, you know, a lot of the players in the national team, they'd love the opportunity to be able to spend more time in the States. So it's been what it's been for me. It's been a great journey so far as international cricket is concerned, and the last couple of weeks I've enjoyed as much as any that I've ever played for Tasmania. I'm looking forward to hopefully another good week this week.
I don't mean to put any pressure on any of your teammates, but what excites you the most about Tasmanian cricket at the moment?
Just the culture. Everything to do with the culture in Tasmanian cricket at the moment is first class. It's no coincidence that I think it's find two teams here in this final that are known for their cultures. And look at the amount of international players that both of these teams have produced over the last few years. It's testament to the way both teams go about their cricket. So to come back into the Tasmanian team, having been in the Tasmanian team as a 17-year-old and see how much things have changed around the group in that 20 years is quite remarkable. And full credit to everybody involved in Tasmanian cricket, coaching staff and administration and the players that have taken it upon themselves to really do something about the culture down there and make it one of the most enjoyable environments that I've been part of.
I know you said you played 93, 94, I think. Was any of the boys giving you a hard time about, mate, this is what happens in a Shield final, and giving you some advice on how to handle it?
I haven't yet, but I'm sure they will do, which is great. A lot of the guys that I'll be playing against over the next 5 days I don't know a lot about. So as captain of the team, I've got a bit of homework to do over the next couple of days, and I guess that's nothing new for me. I've always prided myself on being well prepared as far as my own game and what I need to do tactically. So I'm looking forward to that challenge as well.
James, you mentioned that game here against Victoria when the Bulls made 900 and won the match, but you also played in that Shield match down in Melbourne where Jimmy won the toss and sent the opposition in. Conditions will be a little bit different, you'd think, on Friday. How important do you think the toss might be coming out?
I don't think the toss is real important at all. We'd love to if the wicket's flat bat first, but against Victoria when we made 900 we did bat first and it was flat day one. But we know that we've got to bat well and bat well once, whether that be our first or second innings. You'd rather it be first innings, but we know we've got two opportunities to bat well in this game. And if we do it well and do it big, well, hopefully the result goes our way. But we also know the opposition we're up against as well. It's a team you look at on paper and they don't have any real weak links. They've got good all-rounders, good top order batsmen, good fast bowling, good spin bowling. So it's going to be a challenge, but one I think that our young group has been preparing for a while now.
Is that the key? To bat well to win this game?
Yeah, I think it's a key over 4 days or 5 days is to bat well and bat well once, and if you can manage to put a score of 450 plus on the board, you're going to play good.
And Ricky, you have to take 20 wickets to win the match. Is this the best place to be able to do it, the Gabba, to give your bowlers some assistance?
Oh, look, I think as James said, there's very few games that played up here that the results not achieved, and that's certainly the way that we'll be looking at it. We'll be taking every opportunity to try and take the game forward. We'll be playing nice aggressive cricket, and we'll see where that takes us. But we had a bloke up here today that's taken 40 odd wickets in 6 or 7 games, whatever you said. He'll be leading the attack again, and we're just really excited about the way our group's come together. A bit of experience in finals, and some good youth, so a few wiser, older heads around the group. I think things are looking up for us.
Thank you both for so much of your time today. We wish you all the best on Friday.
Thanks, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Ponting and James Harris, respective captains of the Bupa Sheffield Shield final.